Long before kingdoms rose and fell in the land of Egypt, a story of courage quietly began. In those days, the Israelites lived under heavy oppression. The Pharaoh feared their growing numbers, so he commanded that every newborn Hebrew boy be taken away. But in a small home hidden among the brick-making fields, a mother refused to surrender her child. With trembling hands, she placed her baby, Moses, inside a woven basket and set him gently upon the waters of the Nile, trusting that God would guide him. Down the river, Pharaoh's daughter discovered the crying child. Rather than turn away, she felt compassion. She raised Moses as her own, inside the very palace that ruled over his people. Years passed, and Moses grew into a strong and curious young man. But no palace wall could hide the suffering of the Israelites. One day, seeing a Hebrew slave being beaten, Moses acted in anger, and his life in Egypt ended as he fled into the wilderness. In a distant land, Moses built a quiet life. He tended sheep, gazed at the stars, and tried to forget his past. But his story was far from over. One ordinary day, Moses noticed a flame burning on a mountain, yet the bush itself was not consumed. As he drew closer, a powerful voice called his name. "Moses, I have heard the cries of my people. Go back to Egypt. Lead them to freedom." Scared, unsure, but believing in that voice, Moses returned to the land he once escaped. Pharaoh refused to listen, so Egypt was struck by signs and wonders, frogs, darkness, storms, and more, each stronger than the last. Finally, Pharaoh relented. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, but the journey had just begun. Soon, the thunder of chariots echoed behind them. Pharaoh had changed his mind. Trapped between an army and the sea, the people panicked. But Moses held on to the promise God had given him. He raised his staff, and the impossible happened. The Red Sea tore open, forming walls of water on each side. A path of dry ground stretched ahead. The Israelites crossed safely, and when Pharaoh's army followed, the waters crashed back into place. On the other side of the sea, freedom finally began. Guided through the desert, the people reached Mount Sinai. There, wrapped in clouds and thunder, God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, guiding his people toward justice, mercy, and a new way of life. From a baby hidden on the river to a leader who parted the sea, Moses' journey became one of the greatest stories ever told.